Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
In addition to applying a password to open a Word document, you can restrict editing in Word. You can even select portions of a protected document to let them be edited only by selected users. This lets you create read-only sections in a document but allow editing changes to other parts of the document. Word lets you make editing the unrestricted parts of a protected document available to anyone, or to only specific users you select. To restrict editing in Word, open the document to protect. Then click the Review tab in the ribbon. Then click the Restrict Editing button in the Protect button group to open the Restrict Editing task pane. To limit the formatting styles users can apply to the document, check the Limit Formatting to a Selection of Styles checkbox in the Formatting Restrictions section. Then click the Settings link to open the Formatting Restrictions dialog box. Then check the Limit Formatting to a Selection of Styles checkbox, and then uncheck the styles you do not want used in the Checked Styles Are Currently Allowed list. You can also click the adjacent All, Recommended Minimum, or None buttons to allow all the styles, the recommended minimum styles, or no styles. In the formatting section below the list, check or uncheck the checkboxes to enable or disable the formatting options as desired. When finished, click the OK button to save your formatting restrictions. To restrict content editing in Word, check the Allow only this type of editing in the document checkbox in the Editing Restrictions section. From the adjacent drop-down, then choose which editing changes to allow. To prevent all changes, select the No Changes Read Only option. Optionally, to then allow editing exceptions for users or groups on a network, then select the section or sections of your document in which to allow editing to a user or group. To select multiple areas in your document at once, select the first section. Then press and hold down the Control key on your keyboard while clicking and dragging with your mouse to select the remaining sections. To let anyone edit the selected document sections, check the Everyone checkbox in the Exceptions optional section. Alternatively, to let a user or group of people edit the selected document sections, click the More Users link to open the Add Users dialog box. In this dialog box, then type the user names or domain group names into the field, separating each name with a semicolon. You can enter the usernames or domain group names using the formatting options shown in the example at the bottom of the dialog box as needed. Then click the OK button to add the selected users to the exception list. A new Individuals box then appears in the task pane showing the users you selected. Then check the checkboxes next to their names to add them to the exception list for the currently selected document sections. It is important to note, if you decide to use the user authentication method to protect the document instead of a password later on, you must use the user's email addresses. Also note that you can click the drop-down arrow that appears when you hover over any username in the exceptions list to show a drop-down menu of choices that lets you show the next section the user can edit, all sections the user can edit, or remove the user's editing permissions. To enforce document protection after selecting the sections within which to allow editing and assigning the users who can edit those sections, click the Yes, Start Enforcing Protection button in the Start Enforcement section. In the dialog box that then appears, decide how to protect your document. To use a password, choose the Password option and then enter the same password into the two fields. If you choose the User Authentication option, the users you choose can remove document protection after being authenticated. You also need Information Rights Management or IRM set up to use the User Authentication method. To enable editing restrictions after selecting the desired option, click the OK button. Then click the Save icon in the Quick Access toolbar or in the Backstage view to save the document's changes. After enforcing editing restrictions, the Restrict Editing pane shows the Your Permissions section. This also appears for the users to whom you grant editing access. They can use the Find Next Region I Can Edit and Show All Regions I Can Edit buttons to see the document sections they can edit. They can check or uncheck the Highlight the Regions I Can Edit checkbox to toggle that option on or off too.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.